Hey there, Hushpap here back for some more Genshin Impact, and today we're going to be pulling for Sangonomiya Kokomi, as we already have the Raiden Shogun. It's interesting, I was really debating whether I wanted to even pull for Kokomi or not, as we do have Ayato coming in the next patch, but I did figure with the characters I used, I would actually probably make more use of Kokomi than Ayato, so we're going to try for Kokomi. We do not have as many gems as we usually do. We usually like to go into this with at least 18k or so. But if I'm lucky, I could get her. Or if not, we'll lose to the 50-50 and the next character will be guaranteed. So either way, not really too fussed, but it would be nice to get her. So let's go right into it with a 10 pull. We already have 5 intertwined fates though, so that kind of helps with this. And what are we going to get? The Debate Club. Now the only 4-star character we need from this set is Kujo-Sara. We already have Xinyan up to C6. She's been in a lot of banners, and unfortunately she's been pulled on quite a lot. The character we don't use. And Bennett is C5, with the potential to be C6, but of course we're not going to ruin him by C6ing Bennett. They should really just rework his C6 ability, as like I'm sure MiHoYo knows everyone is using him at C5. I don't know why they just wouldn't make C6 something else. And for those who don't know, C6 does something like turns all attacks into pyro damage, and you don't always want that because he's a very good character, as his elemental burst boosts your damage for all your characters. Yeah, Bennett, there he is. Now at least we get 5-star glitter. Can always spend it on other characters and such. Right, we've used all of the intertwined fates. We've gone into quite a few primogems already. Now we're not going to be able to afford too many pulls, so we're just going to see. We might be lucky, might not. Ah, Kujo-Sara. I need to play her one day. I decided I'm not going to farm specific gear for her though, because there's a lot of overlap with other electro damage characters, so I'm probably just going to take official stuff off, put it on her, and then I'll be able to try her out. Saves farming so many bits of gear. I don't mind farming unique sets for... Oh, we've got an Ningguang. That's cool. I don't mind farming sets for 5-star characters, as you'll be swapping those in and out a lot. But some of the 4-stars, unless they're really, really essential, like Bennett or Qingshou, they can share. I think that's fair. It costs too much Mora to power up all of these bits of gear in the first place. Oh, 5-star. Okay, so this could be Kokomi. We could get her already. It's Bennett. Oh, what are we gonna get? I don't know. I'm feeling lucky. It's not. But it was lucky in a different way. We got D-Luke, which I'm not that upset about, to be honest, as we don't have him. Now, I've always wanted him, and we'll be able to do something very interesting after this. We'll have to wait till we get there, though. Well, it wasn't Kokomi, but we finally got the last regular 5-star character from the standard banner. Yeah, cool. Although, we still have more primogems. We might get her. It's a very low chance. We're going to spend them all. It doesn't matter. If we don't get her, we're going to pull for Ayato, I think. All the other character reruns and stuff coming soon, like Venti and Ayaka, we have those too. We don't need to do that. So we're going to have a long period to save up for whatever characters are going to be coming soon in the future. And we're almost going to be getting Sumeru characters, if they release the expansion at the same time as they did Inazuma in the summertime. Another Kujo-Sara. Might even be able to C6 her after all this, which will be great. Yep, not yet though. I don't actually know where I got her up to. This is the last one. This is the last 10 pull. Oh, 5-star character. We got her. We got Kokomi. Wow, that was really cool. We were lucky there, I think. And there we go! Sangonomiya Kokomi. And another Bennett. Can't have a successful pull without a Bennett, it would seem. He's been on both of the 5-star pulls so far. Yeah, there she is. We got 2 5-stars. And we still have 1,200 gemmies left over. Well, that was better than expected. Although, I don't know what to do for the next one, because I guess I could just save up till the end of the event, right, and just try for Ayato? It won't hurt. Because still I would have a long period of saving up, especially if Kazuha's going to get a rerun soon. As so far, what is it, just Kazuha and Yoimiya from the initial Inazuman bunch have not been reran, so yeah, we can definitely wait. I bet they'll do something funny like Klee and Yoimiya, being the explosive duo that they are. Put those two on a banner together. I am surprised that they're rerunning Venti with Ayato though. You'd think he'd be a strong enough character to stand on his own, and then they would just put Venti with Ayaka, but maybe Ayaka sold so much that that's why they're doing that. Who knows? Well, we got Kokomi. I am actually very surprised after we lost to D-Luke that we would have enough gems for Kokomi, but there she is. She took them all. She took all the gems. We don't even have enough for another 10 pull. But I guess we have enough for, like, I don't know, 8 pulls or so. Yeah, because the cool thing is, you can use Kokomi instead of Mona for a nice Ganyu freeze comp. Although I have recently changed Ganyu's gear to be more focused on melt comp, which I've been enjoying a lot actually, with Xiangling and Bennett. The old freeze comp was really good, and now I can just swap between the two. I did save the gear, it's not being used on anyone. And there she is, the priestess of Watatsumi Island herself, who everyone kind of dismissed when she first came out, and then in the end she was really good and people really wanted her. Although I have a feeling the Raiden's banner will be the more popular of the two still. But that's not all, we also got D-Luke. Let's go to the character screen. So we got Kokomi. What does she use actually to be a set? Oh, she uses these Sango pearls. Ah, we stopped collecting these because we got them for Goro, and then I guess I never thought I'd get Kokomi, so I stopped getting them. They're not too bad to farm actually, as I remember the route to get them, so I'll go and get those in my spare time so we can power up Kokomi. All good. But we also got D-Luke. Now, D-Luke's an interesting one, because, where is he? Razor here. Well, he's got the Wolf's Gravestone. We managed to get this from pulling on the permanent banner. But now it's going to go to D-Luke. D-Luke can have it. Sorry, Razor. Once he's built, you'll be giving over your weapon. But for now, it's going to stay on him. I'm playing him until we get him to Friendship, level 10. Been doing that a lot recently, actually. Especially because in the overworld, when you get to like max level with lots of 5 stars, it's very easy. So I'm just going through characters I haven't built and trying to see if I can play them and max out their friendship. Not going to do that for everyone though, because I think some characters will be a waste of resources, and there's some 5 stars that are still in the queue waiting to be played, like Shenhe and Yeimiko as of recently. We're getting them up there, but it's expensive. Now we've just got Kokomi and D-Luke. It's just like, so many 5 stars, so little time. It's more like Mora now, actually. We're running out of Mora. Every time we go to power someone up, it just drains it. I've had to definitely change my strategy for talents and stuff by keeping a lot of new characters at 6 only, just otherwise it gets too expensive. Even though my ideal goal is like 8 for 5 stars. But hey, we're getting there. Recently we were able to start playing Yoimiya. She's actually way better than I thought. A lot of fun. As you can see, 766. Not going to really push this up too much more. Raiden I will though. I think the Archons are worth it. They're usually very OP in one way or another. And Raiden is no exception. But again, I've gotten her to 666. I don't think there's any point going any further until I sort this out, because as you can see, these aren't leveled up, are they? And that's because they're not the best in terms of stats like this one. Like, some are fine. This one could get a really good 4th roll, who knows? And even then, these two are really good stats. But this one, yeah, it's not that great. So we're still trying to farm for good pieces for her. And this one, again, good main stat, 1 sub stat. It's kind of there. And the crown is pretty good, actually. We could see what it gets next. Although this can just be swapped out for something else, because we've got 5 pieces of the same set, so usually this is the off piece anyway, so I don't really mind if we don't get a good one. But we do need either a better Sands or a better goblet. I don't really care which, but one of these needs to go. And then we can finally start playing her. But the bigger problem is Mora, of which we did manage to get back up to 1 million, but it's just those talents. They cost so much. This game. Always got to grind for something. Okay, we also need to slot in our constellations that we've got for Kujo-Sara. So we didn't get her to C6, but we did get her to C5. We just needed one more to get the Sin of Pride. Constellation 6, the electro damage of characters who have their attack increased by Tengu Jurai has its crit damage increased by 60%. That's quite nice. Okay, and just as a fun extra, without doing any farming, we managed to get an actually pretty good full set of gear for her. So I think we got a lot of these pieces when we were farming for Goru and Ito. I think these drop in the same domain. So we managed to get her this nice headpiece. It does have crit damage, so you don't want crit on Kokomi. It's not very useful. So we could improve the headpiece eventually. Like even these have much better substats, but again, you don't want crit rate. I guess attack's okay, but you want healing or health percent. And we had a healing one, so might as well keep it. But the rest of them are actually really good. So we don't have a goblet in this set. We do have one in another set. We'll show that in a minute. This one was passable, has attack percent and health percent. Hopefully the fourth stat rolls into something useful. If not, you can replace it later. This one was really interesting. We had a lot that were potentially good pieces. So this one rolled into crit damage, has health and attack, so that's 2. This one had 3 health, energy recharge, and elemental mastery. GameMate says that these are good for her, as well as attack percent, so 3 out of 4 was great. We did roll into crit damage, so put it to one side. But I ended up going with this one because it had attack percent, health, and health percent, and then when I rolled it, it had energy recharge, and I thought that this one was probably better. But I'm going to keep both just in case I get really bad rolls on here and it all goes into flat health. I have another chance with this one. It just doesn't have the attack percent on it. And yeah, these ones are pretty good too. You know, it's got crit rate and stuff, but it's just not for her. You know, other characters maybe would like some of these, but not Kokomi. And the flower wasn't too bad either. It has health, elemental mastery, and energy recharge. Doesn't have attack percent, but 3 out of 4, can't complain. And this one does have it, but then again, you've got that risk with crit damage, and you don't know what the fourth one's going to be. Elemental mastery is fine, but we're going to keep it as a backup piece. We're not going to keep this one though. And this final one again is another okay backup piece. It has health percent, which is very good, and then elemental mastery, which is on the list, so who knows what the third one's going to be. Like, these two could be great if the third stat was something useful. Because again, this one does have 1 dud stat in defense percent, so it's very difficult to get 4 of the stats perfect. So 3 is great and 2 is good enough, but we're trying to go for great. And let's look at the Hydro piece. This one was actually a very good find. So it had Hydro damage bonus, energy recharge, attack percent, and elemental mastery. It was the best one that had all of the stats that she needed. I actually have a lot of really good Hydro damage bonus pieces, but getting a Kokomi specific one which doesn't have any of the crit stuff on it, it's really funny. She's one of those rare characters because they made her have like the negative crit thing. You gotta avoid having crit damage. It's just as bad as getting defense percent or a flat stat. It's not good for her. So yeah, that's it. We've got some artifacts. We need a lot of Mora and a lot of spare artifacts to level these up, but she might be usable more quickly than some of my other characters. It's interesting to note. But yeah, that's it. That's cool. We got Kokomi. We got Diluc. That's a big surprise. As a popular meme would say, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. And with that, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.